Good morning, everybody. So it is just me today. Ryan is at his previously scheduled engagement, so I'm headed over right now. It is about 8:30 in the morning. I'm headed over to the new house and I'm gonna start painting the office and then the accent wall that's gonna be behind our headboard in the master. The decking crew were supposed to come today to do some last minute like rails that needed to be installed and then our handrail, but it is ugly weather outside today, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. I haven't heard from him yet, so we will see on that. But unfortunately, well, both fortunately and unfortunately, I have a haircut appointment today at 4:30, so I need to get these hairs cut. However, it's just gonna be right in the middle of my day and I'm gonna have to stop and go home and shower and then go get my hair cut. So I would prefer just to be able to work straight through and not have any interruptions, but it was the only appointment I could get, so I'm keeping it. Ryan's gonna be gone till about 9 o'clock tonight, so I am going to get as much as I can done today, which should be able to be a lot. I should be able to get that whole room painted, the upper and lower color. I should be able to get that accent wall in the master painted, and then I should be able to at least get a first coat of white paint on the windowsills and door frames. So if not, at least, if not both first and second coat. We will see. That would be ambitious to do, but like I said, I have 12 hours to do it. I just have to stop halfway through and go get my hair cut. But the roads are super wet. We are headed over to the new house. I'll check with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so the master wall has its first coat on. Now I have moved on to the office, but I completely forgot that we didn't tape it off like we did the rest of the house. We were leaving this one for last. So I came in and I taped it off. I've also gotten the corners started with a paintbrush so that I can just go in and roll and not have to worry about getting good coverage on the corners. So that is the olive green in all 4 of the corners there. So it's going to be green at the top of the blue line and a gloss white at the bottom of the blue line with a board and batten design down there as well. So let's get going. All right, so the first coat of the olive green is on in the office. I have not done the white at the bottom yet, but while all of this is drying and setting, I am going to grab the white semi-gloss trim paint and I'm going to start working on the window frames and the door frames, getting those painted, getting their first coat on while this dries. And then by that time, it'll be time to go to my haircut, run home, shower, get ready for that. And then when I come back, everything should be ready for its second coat. I don't know if I'm gonna get all of the window and door trim first coats done before it's time to leave, but I mean, I'm gonna get as far as I can, so I'm just working away over here. All right, guys, so it is 3 o'clock. It's time for me to head out and start getting ready for my haircut appointment. I need to go home and get cleaned up. But since I last checked in with you about doing the green wall in the office, I have done 1, 2, 3, 4 window frames and 1 door frame in the master. They look so good. So they're done in a semi-gloss white. And I will be doing 2 coats on these because I can still see a little bit of the primer stroke showing through. But that's a windowsill. I did those 2 over there. I did this one here. And then I did the door frame. Looks really good, nice and glossy. Like I said, I'll be doing a second coat on it. And then as soon as I get back from my haircut appointment, I'm going to pop a second coat on this wall here and then in the green portion of the office wall. So that way I can just be done with the paint color completely. I'll just get those second coats on. You can tell how splotchy it is behind me right now, but that second coat will be beautiful. And after I do that, I'm going to continue on with the door jambs and window frames because I want to get that done before I do the white coat in the office. The lower half is going to be done in the same trim paint color. So that's the mapped out plan for today. So after I get my hair cut, I'm going to come back, second coat of green, finish the door jambs and window trim, then do the white coat in the office, and then if I still have time, I will start cleaning up in here because today is Saturday, floors start on Monday, so we need to get all of this cleared out. And there is a lot to clear out, but we'll get it done. We'll get it taken care of. I'm not worried about it. It's really hard for me to stop in the middle of everything to go get my hair cut, but I need to go do it. So I'm headed home now. I will see you guys in a little bit. Good evening, everybody. Okay, so after my haircut, I have done a terrible job at filming because I was rushing to come get as much as I can get done before I had to go pick Ryan up, which is what I'm about to do right now. So let's just take a really quick look at what I've done. Okay, so it is still drying, but this is the second coat of the olive green. I absolutely love it. Looks so good with the chandelier. It's gonna look good with the white wainscoting below. And then I've got the final coat on that wall. Again, it's wet, so it looks a little blotchy. I got this windowsill complete, and I got that door jamb complete as well. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm going to go pick up Ryan right now from his event, and then it is relaxing time. I am done for the day. I have to work at the airport tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I actually got called that I was extended. So I'll be working a little bit longer than normal tomorrow, but that is okay. I should still be off by like 5:30, I think. So I'll make sure Ryan brings me some clothes when he picks me up so that we can just come straight over here and continue on working. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good evening, everybody. So today is Sunday and it is evening time. I had to work at the airport today, and Ryan got some work done here that we needed. One of those tasks was starting the baseboards and crown molding, getting the first coat of paint on those. He didn't film it. He was trying to get his rhythm down, seeing what the best route is on how he's going to paint it. But here's what he got done. So we are doing 1x4 boards, and these are all 8-foot boards. So he got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He got 12 boards done. So that is well over, 90 feet worth of board, probably 100 feet worth of board. And this stack right here is all of our boards that still need to be done. In total, we ordered 110 boards. We will probably need some more than that because there's a few things that we didn't account for. But they look really good painted.
I think we said 140.
So he got the first coat of paint on it because after I nail them into the wall, we'll do the second coat of paint once I fill because I'm gonna have to fill the nail hole, sand the wood filler down, and then paint it again to cover it. So it's a really nice piece of board. We're using, like I said, 1x4 MDF board so that there's no irregularities in the wood. I really like using the MDF for the baseboards and crown molding. So now we're about to head over to the new house. We're gonna clean up because tomorrow at about 9 o'clock in the morning, our floors are going to start. So we have a little bit of cleaning to do and get the floors nice, swept, vacuumed, mopped, and then everything out of the way so that the guy who also did our deck, he's the same guy that's gonna be laying our floor, so that he has a clean working space. So we have a little chalkboard wall here. However, it was pretty scuffed up. So we bought us some chalkboard paint and we are repainting this out because we want to be able to use it and give little messages. If we have company coming over for holidays, it'll be fun. Now our plan is to not use actual chalk on it, but like chalkboard markers. That'll be fun. And it'll be nice and clean. I just gotta make sure I get this on very evenly because it is quite thick. Okay, so we got to the home. I did, I think I have paint in my beard. I did one coat of white paint in both the guest bath and the office that are gonna have the board and batten in it. And then after that, we started cleaning away. We also got our blinds put back up on these windows that are complete. And I have to say, that alone, again, another thing that just makes it feel like a home. We got some of this cleared out. We got the master bedroom and the master bath cleaned out.
And ready for flooring.
Now, we also removed our vanity so that he can get the flooring underneath it. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna come and I'm going to actually soften this edge a little bit and then just bring some more of the gray paint around just in case. I mean, I would hate for when I put the vanity back in it for it not to sit exactly where it was and us be able to see some walls. So I'm just gonna kind of fill in a little bit around the edges just to kind of soften that harsh line a little bit. But it is super late.
1 o'clock in the morning.
And we're ready for bed.
We are done.
So I will be here bright and early in the morning. Tomorrow is another day that Ryan already has plans. He has to go do some stuff. So I will be here with the flooring guys tomorrow, as well as cleaning up more of the area as they move along. So
I'm a hitman, so I have a job to do.
All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow.
Bye. Look who made an appearance. I'm here. We're here.
We are here. Okay, so today has been kind of a whirlwind, guys. We've had a lot going on here. So Ryan had another engagement, like we said last night, that he had to get to today. So today I was doing the third coat of the green in the office and in the master accent wall, and I also finished up all of the trim. So all of the painting is complete as of right now. We'll do a little bit more once the baseboards and crown molding goes on, but all of the door jambs and window sills are painted. So another thing that happened today is our flooring got started, which that alone was an interesting process. The flooring that came with the home, we're just laying the new flooring directly on top of it. However, there are imperfections in the floor that caused some issues getting started today. But once they got started, they were on a roll. Let's go take a look and see what they did. All right, here it is. This beautiful floor. And we have kind of a warm light in here right now, so it's not doing it justice. I will show it to you again in the daylight tomorrow because I did not get an opportunity to do any time lapse today just because I didn't want to be in their way. They were kind of having a rough start. But tomorrow I will definitely set up a time lapse and show you the work. And now Ryan and myself are on to the next project, hanging wallpaper. And this is both of our first time of hanging peel and stick wallpaper. So this is our TV wall in our living room.
So my stepfather, he actually put up billboards for a living for 38 years. So we had many of walls in our house that had wallpaper because that was the in thing back in the late 80s, early 90s. So I'm no stranger to wallpaper. However, I am a stranger to contact wallpaper, which is a whole different beast. So we had watched a couple of YouTube videos and learned the best process, and we got a couple of pointers which you'll see us implement on this video.
Yeah, so let's get to hanging. so one of the best pieces of advice that we saw from watching tutorial videos is to use a dry erase eraser to put your wallpaper onto the wall and to get out any of those bubbles. Because if you were to use a squeegee, you have a high risk of damaging this paper. It is very thick, very durable paper, but this is a very soft surface and it still does a really good job of squeegeeing out any of those air bubbles. We haven't had a single air bubble since we started this project and it looks fantastic. All right, so we are done with the accent wall. As you can see, we were having a little bit of extra trouble with that very last panel, but we were working up against a inside corner. So the struggle was real on that one. We actually had the backing tear on us and we didn't realize it until we got it like halfway down. So we had to pull it back and try to figure out where it was torn at.
Yes, but it all worked out.
It did.
We got it up.
Yeah, it looks great. It's definitely a contrast to the other gray wall.
But once we get the lighter floors down, it's gonna really pop, and that's what we wanted. We wanted an accent wall that was gonna pop.
Yeah, and the camera doesn't do it justice. Hopefully when the light floors in here and when it's daylight, because right now it's, you know, 9 o'clock at night. So hopefully the daylight will really kind of tie all this together, but take a look. And there we have it. So on the right is our flagstone gray walls that we did throughout the majority of the home. And then this is the faux grass cloth peel and stick wallpaper, which I'm gonna link down in the description below. So it is faux grass cloth and it looks like you would walk up and it would be super textured, but it's actually not. It's flat and super like wipeable if something were to get on it. It's very easy to clean, but it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, if you've seen grass cloth before, you know that it's not supposed to look like one solid sheet. You're supposed to see those seams in there because that's just the effect that it gives. And it does a really, really good job. All right, guys, so the flooring dudes just left. I hope you enjoyed that time-lapse video of them laying that floor. I know I did. It looks amazing in here. They got a lot done today. Let me see if I can turn on the big overhead light. There we go. Here's a look at what they did today. All right, so they finished up the bedroom, closet, and bathroom. So the lighting in here right now is the daylight bulbs, so you can get a real nice sense of the color. In the bedroom and in the master, it's the warm overhead lighting, so that does not give it justice. But, so they got finished in here. They did the kitchen, and they got pretty much all of the living room done today. All except for like a panel and a half over here, and all the way into here. So they should be able to finish this up tomorrow. I'm really excited. Billy and his crew are doing a great job. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Jerry. So now that they have left, because I certainly didn't want to get in their way, I have set up my saw station here. So I have my miter saw, and I am starting to work on the crown molding. So I have my very first little corner board up. So that is up there. Oh, also, before the flooring guys arrived, I did something else. I started working on the window casings. So I have this window casing done here. Of course, I have not yet filled in the seams. I'll fill those in with wood filler, sand that down, and then do a final coat of paint. But look at that. It is starting to really look like a home now. It is starting to come together. It's beautiful. And this one is against the olive green wall, and then I also got the one against the charcoal wall done as well. So, look at that. I love it. So while I have the opportunity and while I still have some daylight left, I am going to get to work on the crown molding for the master and the master bath. So I'm gonna get to work. All right, so we've had dinner. I'm back over at the house. I'm gonna pause on doing the crown molding and the window casings because it's a little bit late to be running a saw outside. I don't wanna be that person. I want to be respectful of my neighbors. So we have 2 doors that are hung back up after we took them off because what we are doing is changing out all of the hardware, including the hinges, to a matte black. And then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and, since the doors are up, go ahead and start changing out the door handles. So this one is in. I've done that. Our bathroom door has its black hinges in. So I went ahead and put that door handle on. So it is ready. Yes. So, unfortunately, of course, all the door handles come with strike plates. But the hole that is bored for the strike plate is larger than the strike plate that came with the door handles. So, what we're going to do is we're going to actually spray paint and then clear coat the door hinges that were already on here. So we're gonna spray paint them black and then put a protective clear coat on top of that. And we'll just use the same strike plates that were on there. Now I am going to mount our living room TV mount. My stepmom was just here and we were using my stud finder to find where I'm going to hang it. And then I think what I'm going to do, so here's the stud. My outlet is to the left of the stud. But what I think I'm going to do is to the right of the stud, I'm going to cut out a hole here, and then I'm gonna cut out a hole down here. I'm going to run my cords through the wall, and I will get the little face plates that are made for that purpose. But I need to get my TV mount up on the wall first so I know where everything is going to go. At home, our TV, the bottom of our TV sits 43 inches off the ground. That's a really good height. I'm gonna try to accomplish that here as well. That's just gonna have some measuring to do, measuring how the TV sits, where the center of the TV is going to be on the TV mount. It's a little bit different than the one that we have now. So I'm gonna have to do some calculations here so that I can make sure I mount it at the right height. The last thing I wanna do is be sitting on our sofa and having to crane our necks up to see it. So I'm gonna get to work on that now. I will let you know either when it's done, if I'm having issues or what. So I'll see you in a second. All right, so the living room TV mount is mounted on the wall. It was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. What I was worried about is the studs in this home being shoddy. I was worried that they wouldn't be like a nice solid 2x4. But I have a density stud finder. So what it does is it scans the wall for changes in density to let you know where the stud is. So it lets me know where the edge of the stud is, the center of the stud, and then the outside edge of the stud. So I know exactly where to bore my holes for my, to drill my pilot holes, which then I can sink my screws into. So that's what I did. So here is the TV mount. So it can go flush to the wall, which is how we will have it under normal circumstances. But if for some reason you needed to extend it out or tilt your TV or whatever, you have that option to do so with this TV mount. So move it out of the way. That's also nice. It sinks with 4 screws right down the center of the stud. So this thing is gonna hold a ton of weight. even though it only has one bracket, one arm on it, it's gonna hold a ton of weight. So I drilled pilot holes for all 4 of these. After I got it lined up and level checked it 800 times, you can see my line that I drew here and then my line that I drew here. Made sure that that was level. Then I marked where all of my holes were, and then I drilled pilot holes in each one of those. Then I lifted the TV mount to the wall and then screwed that in. So it is all ready to go when it's time to bring our TV over. And technically our internet is already active here, and we actually got a mesh Wi-Fi system that I got on Amazon, which I'll link below. But I will show you kind of what that mesh Wi-Fi system is. So technically we could have TV here because we use Wi-Fi TV through Hulu. So for any late nights, technically for any late night working that we're doing, we could go ahead and set up our TV and watch some good TV while we're getting work done. But that is definitely not a priority right now, but it needs to get done. Ryan wanted me to go ahead and hang that while we had the opportunity. There's not a whole lot else I could be doing right this second, so might as well do something, you know, mark something off of the list. So tomorrow I will be over here working on baseboards and crown molding. The flooring people shouldn't have to go back into the bedroom or bathroom, master bathroom tomorrow. I think it's all done in there, so there's no reason why I couldn't be able to start laying baseboards in there. And I'll double check with the contractor before I start doing that stuff. But yeah, there shouldn't be any reason why I couldn't start doing that. What is all over me? Oh, it's probably drywall dust from when I drilled those pilot holes. But sorry, I'm trying to do multiple things at once. I'm terrible at cleaning up as I go. Ryan cannot stand that about me. So I am trying to do that now. I know he's still painting a few boards, so I have some free seconds to clean as much as I can, at least pick up after myself. Because like I have the box with the TV mount is wide open, there's screws everywhere. Which I still need all of this because the TV is not here. I can't install the actual brackets on the back of the TV, but I can at least close it up and pack it away nicely. And I also have some baseboards laying on the floor where the flooring guys will need to be working tomorrow, so I need to get those moved. And I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna get this all done. I'm tired. Ryan told me he has about 1 or 2 more boards to do, so when I'm done here, I'm heading home and I'm gonna get a good night's rest so I can get started bright and early tomorrow, and I will make sure I check in with you guys then. Bye. What is up, everybody? I have not checked in with you all day today, but you've seen a few things that we've been doing. So good news, our floor is complete. They finished it today. It looks amazing. You can see it behind me. Look at that. It just brightens up the entire place. I'm getting some baseboards done. So there's some baseboards there. I have all these baseboards done here. And then I have some baseboards done here by the front door. And then those baseboards right there. It just looks so good against that gray wall. So Ryan and I got a super late start today because, full disclosure, yesterday we got our second dose of the vaccine and we were just not feeling it today. Thankfully we didn't really have like the fever and chills, but our joints were aching like nothing else this morning. They were so bad, but we forced ourselves to get up, drink some Pedialyte, staying hydrated, and we're getting stuff done. He's currently at the house now, the other house, painting the baseboards for me, which I'm running out of baseboards now, so it'll be time time here soon to go grab another stack of them so I can keep working. The guys doing the skirting on the outside of the home are here now. So that's what they've gotten done, plus the other side. It is stunning. Of course, the deck is all done. So this side hasn't been skirted yet, but they've laid the tracks down. And this side has been skirted, and then they're on the back side of the home now. I am absolutely in love. We actually upgraded a little bit to a more modern looking skirting, to flat panel. That right there is kind of the old school vinyl right there. And we upgraded to this more modern vinyl. And I am absolutely in love. It just goes with our aesthetic. I'm all set up here, working away, getting baseboards cut. But I mean, we are just working away as quickly as we can. We have movers coming in 3 days, which is stressing me out to no end, but it's fine. We can only push ourselves so far. If we're doing odds and ends, things here and there after the movers come, so be it. As long as we can get the important stuff done, which as far as I'm concerned, the most important part of it is done. The floors are down. Obviously, nothing can be moved in until the floors are done. So, yeah, I'm just working away, and I will check with you guys in a little bit. Show you my product. All right, just checking in for an update. So I have now gotten the baseboards done all in the living room, as well as this wall here. And I have that done all the way to the back door. I have this corner done. Of course, there's a huge crack right there where my 45 degrees did not meet up, but I can fill that in with some wood filler, and then all the way to the end of this wall. After I was done with that, it was too late to keep a saw going outside, so I transitioned to getting our master bathroom sink installed. So we had the vanity put back in today, and I drilled it into the wall. What I did was, we just had the sink sitting in there, so I removed the sink, cleaned it, then I put a bead of silicone all around the inside of the sink and all along the rim of the cutout in the counter, and then I set the sink in there. I did a clear silicone. It went on white, but it will dry clear. It's already kind of drying clear, so that's nice. Then I got the faucet installed, tightened on really nicely. I got my hot and cold water connections connected up to it. Tomorrow I need to do my drain assembly. I was gonna do it tonight, but I completely forgot that I do not have any plumber's putty with me. And I have to wait until I have the plumber's putty because I do not want to take a chance on there being a leak. What is on this wall? What is on this wall? There are some places where I'm gonna have to go in and kind of touch up some paint, whether it be from me scuffing it up, whether it be from the flooring guys scuffing it up. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. I'm not mad or anything. There's just places like, for example, on the green wall where they kind of put their hand on it and some dirt rub off or some powder, sawdust rub off. That can probably be cleaned off, but I'll probably end up just cleaning it and then hitting it again with some paint, just to be sure. But I know for sure I even have some scuff marks on this wall. I'm looking at one right now. So now that the sink and faucet are installed and I can't do the drain assembly tonight, I'm going to switch to spray painting the strike plates for all of the doors. So I'll get its first coat of black spray paint on tonight. Tomorrow I'll do another coat of black spray paint and then hit it with that clear coat. Hoping that the clear coat will help avoid it scratching whenever the door does strike against it. If I were just to leave the black spray paint, it would for sure scratch up first couple times. So first couple times that door closes. So I'm really hoping that that clear coat helps prevent that. So I'm gonna go outside and get to painting. So it is 11 o'clock. Ryan just told me I'm done. So I'm headed home right now. So today we are just continuing on the process. Ryan is gonna keep painting some boards for me because I'm running through them just as quickly as he's painting them. But we brought over the 12 olive green painted boards for the board and batten wall in the master bedroom. So that is my project for the start of the day.
We're so excited to see what it looks like.
We really are. Once it's up, I will continue on with the baseboards. Like I said last week, I got a whole lot of the house done. I just need to do that back of the house, and then I'll feel a lot better. And then we're gonna go get some wood fillers so we can start filling in the seams and nail holes.
It's really exciting over here right now because everything's coming together. So we had a new home, we tore it apart, and now we put it all back well, we're putting it all back together, and it looks fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you guys to see the finished product when we're done.
Yeah, so every little thing that we do makes it feel more and more like a home, because not even 3 days ago, it felt like it was never going to get done. It just felt like this never-ending project. But now that these baseboards are down in the living room against the wall paint color and the new flooring, it's just starting to look like our home.
I think we might hibernate like bears for a month.
We will not be doing a dang thing after this for quite a while.
But I do want to go travel.
No, that's the whole point of this, is that it's going to afford us the life to be able to go travel, to really focus on what matters. And I'm super happy with everything.
Get to our travel vlogs.
Yes.
But on that note,
Let's get to work.
let's get to work.
All right, so I've started on the master bedroom board and batten, and I want to apologize for the lighting in here because all I have is the overhead light from the ceiling fan. Obviously, once we get moved in, we'll have better lighting. But here's where we're at so far. So I have the baseboard done, the top board done, and then I have this board here. So I'm gonna complete the frame and add the board in here. And then once I do that, I'll start taking my measurements to see where my boards are gonna sit going vertically. And then I'll get those nailed to the wall. And then I'll cut my pieces for my horizontal boards. I want my verticals to be full pieces and my horizontals will be cut to go in between each to make the square. So that's where we're at right now. I got those up pretty quickly. Like I said, I'm gonna get this last one up and then begin my measurements. That's gonna be the tedious part, just because I need to make sure that every board is evenly spaced and for a clean aesthetic look. So I'm gonna get to it. Once I get more progress, I'll show you. All right, checking in with you for an update. I have all of my vertical boards done, and I just hung my very first horizontal board. So let's take a look. All right, so all of my vertical boards are up. My first horizontal board is hung, and of course I will fill that in all the way across. From the top board to this first board is a 13-inch gap. So I'm gonna do 13 inches, of course, all the way across. The next one I think is gonna be probably a 24 or 25-inch drop. So it'll be a little bit bigger, and then the bottom one will probably be around 36 inches. So it'll be a nice, like, disconnected look because it's not all gonna be uniform. I'm gonna have a smaller one up top, a little bit bigger, and then bigger. So I'm excited to show you guys the finished product. Ryan came to join me for lunch. He's taking a break from doing his painting. I have finished the board and batten wall in the master bedroom. I'm happy that it's done. It looks fantastic. Look at that.
It looks so good.
It does. I am very happy with it. It looks great. So now we are going to take a drive to a hardware store right up the road because there are some things I need. I need some plumber's putty to do the bathroom sink drain. I need some wood fillers so I can start filling nail holes, or Ryan can start filling nail holes. And then we're gonna swing by the house. I'm gonna grab some of the boards that Ryan has painted, bring them over here, and keep on trucking.
12 done so far. Also doing laundry, taking care of the puppies. Like, there's a lot going on. But it's really cool because the store we go to that's down the street, it's called Callahan's, and it's like a country store, so it's cute.
It is.
And it's right on the outskirts of Austin downtown, so
Yeah.
it's cute.
But they have a little bit of everything. So if there's something that we need and don't want to drive all the way to Home Depot for, chances are they have it. Now, like the bigger stuff, they don't. But if we need like painter's tape or plumber's putty, they have it. So we're going to keep on trucking, and we will check with you guys later. Good morning, everybody. So it is about 8 o'clock in the morning. I just got over to the house. I am going to start working on the board and batten wall in the guest bedroom. So I'm gonna start taking my measurements now. It'll kind of work the same way as yesterday. I'm gonna kind of frame out that wall, and then I'll be able to get a good clear measurement of where I want all of my boards to sit. So it'll be a work in progress, but I will keep you updated on the progress and show you along the way. All right, so I've made some progress on this back wall. So I have my frame done and then all of my vertical boards, and I know it's a little bit harder to see. There we go. So now I'm gonna start getting my vertical boards cut and then hung up, and it shouldn't take me too much longer, and this wall will be complete. All right, this wall is complete. I am absolutely obsessed with the way it came out. It looks so good. All right, so now that that is complete, I am moving on to crown molding in the living area. This is gonna be the biggest area that I'm gonna have to work around furniture when it comes time, if I were to hang it after furniture is in. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out now. And like I said yesterday, I'm gonna be filling in the nail holes as I go, so I can kind of break it up a little bit. It's still early, I got an early start today. It's not even 1 p.m. yet. So I'm gonna start hanging all of this. Now this is one very long wall. So there's gonna be no cuts involved. Same thing with this wall. It's a very long wall. So really, I'm just gonna be trucking and laying those boards down. So that's a good thing. Now when I get to the hallway where there's some more corners and turns, there'll be more cuts involved there. That's more time consuming, but I figured I can go ahead and get this knocked out pretty ASAP. So I'm gonna get on it. Guys, it has been a day, that is for sure. So you saw that I got that board and batten wall done in the guest room. I also did all of the crown molding throughout the entire living room, closet, laundry area. I did all of the baseboards in the other guest room. So we should be good for movers to move stuff in. I still have to do crown molding in both of the guest rooms and that board and batten wall in the guest room. But I can do that after the movers move the big stuff, because we got all new stuff pretty much for the office and the guest room. So everything will be in boxes. So I can still work around that and be a-okay with that. Aside from that, I mean, I feel like we're getting very, very close. Everything just feels so disorganized. And I feel like everything just needs to essentially come together at the very end. If we get a really good clean on this house, I think that things will start to feel like a home. It's just all strung out right now. It's so overwhelming to the point where I'm like, is this ever gonna be done? But then I need to take a step back and say, you know what, it is almost done. I just can't see it yet because I've been here 12, 13 hours every single day, so it's all running together in my mind. But it really is coming together when I look at pictures of before and after already. It is ridiculous, the changes that we have made to this home. It's just fantastic, and I couldn't be prouder of ourselves. I just need to have faith that it will all come together. Like I said, one good clean, clear all of the clutter out, and it will be a completely different feel. Because that's what it is. There's a lot of clutter, and I know Ryan is just texting me back to back right now because I'll be picking him up shortly. But yeah, that's gonna be our next thing. Tomorrow I'm going to paint the board and batten walls where I sealed in all of the seams. I sealed both of those today, so I will paint that. I also did all of the caulking on the nail holes and the seams of the crown molding and baseboards, so we will need to paint that. But again, that's also something that can be done after the movers come. That's just touch-up stuff. So I'm calling it a night though. I thought I was going to come back here after I picked him up, but there's just no way my body can do it, and I can only do so much. So I will see you guys in the morning, hopefully bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and we'll see if we can't start to make this thing come together. So see you then.